who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Bucs head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Line getting set on second down. Austin Mack gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. You got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And, man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Now here's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Bishop. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the draw, it's Bishop. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters.
Got a little grass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going. There he goes. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Tennessee! He got it back corner of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Mack buys a little time. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama in the quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Bishop. Makes him talk to the hand.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
The Vols looking to convert on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Finds space on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game. And we're here late in the 2nd quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get in the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. With the draw, it's Bishop. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go right back downfield. Snags it up at 30 and still running. Off to the races to the right. To the house. Touchdown ball.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing Mack. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds. And that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 16 team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the balls are rolling down the field. Makes the grab in their space. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to surge it in. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mack. Back open in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. That pass not close as he got Quill trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Again, it's Mack. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Late hit on the quarter. Gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And we talked about this guy coming to the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Mack from the gun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Mack. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The run inside. It's Gordon. At the 35, he's open. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
There's a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Vols strike back for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Throwing Mack. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Austin Mack trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Here's the pressure. Flips it out on the screen. Across, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the Tide answer.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Finds a man by himself. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Running inside, it's Morris. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He might want another play. On the draw, it's Morris. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Oh, the attempt is no good. Now all the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop, nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Mack. Pressure coming. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and they can win it on this return. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And the Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Gordon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The run inside. It's Morris. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. Third down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. He got it in, and walk-off touchdown in overtime.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.